Hello everybody, today's our topic is about inscription and its development stages. We know that the inscription is the most important and necessary part of linguistics. It plays a main role in this field of linguistics. So in this case, we'll just talk about and we'll just say and I'll give you such kind of information about this one. So first of all, let's clarify the meaning of inscription and what kind of inscription can we see in the history and nowadays, and how is important in the language and in learning such kind of things. So first of all, let's clarify the meaning of inscription. What is inscription? So inscription is a system of sign and images which is adapted in a certain language. It is known that it is the greatest and important achievement of human genius is the discovery of inscription. This kind of script or writing system was created and 3,000 or 4,000 years ago. In this case, after creating this inscription, most people began to communicate with each other easily, and they can get the information from each other, and they can get another source of such kind of things by writing and by expressing their ideas in this by this inscription. So there are mainly 3 types of inscription we can see according to information. So the first one is Piktografik, the next one is Ideografik, and the last one is Fonografik. If we talk about the Piktografik inscription, it means that the picture and graph, it is writing. So such kind of type or such kind of writing type can be described and can be represented by drawing theme or by drawing such kind of things, picture. In this case, this pictographic, any kind of writing was created mainly with drawing and mainly with painting. In this way, any kind of idea was expressed step by step. But if we take any kind of example for this one, if the people want to express their idea, for example, the hunting process, they will just draw the hunter, and the next one, if the hunter can catch any kind of animal, they can draw the animal. And this is a simple version of this type of writing. So pictographic inscription sometimes can be helpful for people, but step by step it is value, and it is another version and the people began to think that it can be helpful for people to communicate easily. Why? Because any kind of word can be described with another picture and can be understood differently by people. In this case, people want to create another type of inscription. Let's take an example from this pictographic. If you look at this picture, you can see people and boat and birds and deer. If we look at this picture from the one hand, it looks like a hunting process. But if you look at another hand, it looks like people want to go somewhere, and they just want to at night. Such kind of meaning can be understood by this picture. In this case, step by step, this picture and this describing the photos can't be useful for people. As a result of this kind of writing isn't perfect, and why? Because the people can't draw the things, and the writing process can't express the writing exactly, and any kind of abstract word can be drawn. In this case, step by step, people create another type of script. Let's take another example for Piktografik. Nowadays, currently and in our society, we can use Piktografik inscription, for example, especially in road. We can see like this Piktografik script. For example, this picture can be example for this one. As a result of improvement of Piktografik step by step, another type of script was created, which is named Ideografik. Sometimes people can call this as a logographic script, which means that idea, and also idea, it means a concept, and the graph, it means that writing. So, for example, if we take any example for this one, according to Arabian numbers, so 100,000 was expressed by the symbol of the tadpole. And another example for this one, Chinese people can use the woman or child in order to express the word good. This is the old example for this ideographic. According to such kind of example, we can say that, according to such kind of information, we can say that any kind of things has its own symbol. Some people say it like that, but it can be perfect idea, and it can be perfect conception for them, because any kind of idea or any kind of symbol can't describe the whole meaning of the word. For example, if we take I, and if the people want to draw the symbol of I, according to Piktografik inscription, people can understand that the meaning of I, just I. And according to this ideographic script, the people can understood that the sharp I. So such kind of contrast situation, another type of script was created, which is named Fonografik. A slightly improvement form of Ideografik, we can see a little difference, and we can see another type of script, which is called hieroglyphics. Nowadays we can see that mainly in Chinese writing, because this kind of writing is so difficult and is so difficult to write. In this case, we can see such kind of writing in other people's writing system. But Chinese can develop and can increase the number of these hieroglyphs in their linguistics. And according to sources, this kind of type was mainly used by people, especially in political system. We can see them as a sacred information. The mainly politician can use this script in order to write their papers or to write that letter to keep them secretly. And after that, nowadays our phonographic script was created. Let's take one example for hieroglyphic. If you look at this picture, you can see that development of hieroglyphs, which means the human hieroglyphs. So at first sight, if you look at for the first time, it was so difficult to understand the meaning of the hieroglyph. But step by step, Chinese people began to create new type of human in order to express their writing exactly, and to express their writing system more precise. In this case, we can see now from this picture the development of human hieroglyphs. All the above mentioned writing makes much more difficult to read and to write. In this case, the new type of writing and the new type of inscription was created, as I above mentioned, phonographic. So phonographic, it means that sound, and graph, it means writing. So phonographs sometimes can be called like letter sound writing. So this kind of typing is based on mainly letter and sounds. If we take an example for this one, Russian or Arabian or such kind of Latin can be an example for this phonographic writing. So nowadays we can see a lot of letters. After creating this kind of type, people began to find the new letters and sounds in the language, and in order to clarify or in order to identify the meaning of word. Firstly, this phonograph just was written by symbol and syllables and sounds, and step by step, or as a result, they began to add these syllables, and as a result, the new kind of word was created and was written in this phonographic type. As a result of creating this phonographic, step by step, the new type of alphabet was created. This, in every language, has its own alphabetical structure, and in this case, people began to join the syllable and began to create the new word. And this kind of writing can be helpful for people to read and to write their ideas perfectly and exactly. So, in conclusion, we can say that all these types of writing play the main role in human society, and by this creating process, the human can communicate easily one another, and the life of humans began to colorful and began to cheerful by using this one. And creating process of inscription can be helpful for people to communicate one another, and they can keep in touch with each other easily, and it is just a great achievement of human to communicate with each other. Tell the truth, I can say that all kinds of this inscription plays the main role in human. It is just the means of communication, and nowadays we can't imagine our life without them, in my opinion. I hope you will enjoy from my lesson, and I can say you that thanks for your attention, and be happy and join us next time.